What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. Today we're going to do another obscure horror film from the early 80s, and it's a Lucio Fulci film. So, it's part of his Undead trilogy, um, The House by the Cemetery. Now, this is, I believe, the second one in the trilogy. The first one's City of the Living Dead, and then it's this, and then The Beyond as well. So, I'm pretty sure I reviewed The Beyond a while back, so you can look for that here on the channel. But, yeah, so this is The House by the Cemetery. It's released August 14th, 1981, and directed by Lucio Fulci. He's also done films like Zombie, also known as like there's like a sequel to Dawn of the Dead too, but it has nothing to do with Dawn of the Dead. Anyways, yeah, he did The Beyond, City of the Living Dead, and Don't Torture a Duckling, to name a few. This had a box office of $1.4 million, and at the time, and yeah, so that's by the cemetery. Well, a young couple basically move out to a house next to a cemetery because it's reasonable, and he gets visited by a woman and tells him not to go there. And lo and behold, they find a hidden secret in the house. This is an amusing movie. It's more of a B movie almost. It's in a lot of like straight to video, those like 9, 10 horror film DVD packs and stuff like that. You can find them in a lot of those for like $2 each. And yeah, but yeah, basically this is also one of the most iconic annoying child characters in this, Bob, who has a really whiny voice and is really annoying. And yeah, but I think that's done on purpose. The mother and father characters are really are well written and are pretty good, and basically they don't believe what's going on. Weird things start happening in the house, and then lo and behold, spoiler alert, that there's a zombie doctor living in the basement, which is basically he was the guy who lived in the house and then ended up reanimating himself basically downstairs. And goes and basically starts attacking the family halfway through the movie, which was really funny and amusing. The look of the zombie is ridiculous, but it is still pretty fun. And there's a lot of 80s cheese to it, and that it's way more different. Where I found like The Beyond's a little more serious tone, this one's a little more cheesier tone. And yeah, the Doorway to Hell's trilogy is pretty interesting and amusing, but they're very, very loosely based on on the concepts. But yeah, but overall, The House by the Cemetery, it's very slow for the first half, anyways. Not much really happens, and it's not super interesting. There's like the odd spirits telling them not to go and getting in contact with the family, but it's not scary by any means or anything like that. It's just weird, and then it gets really goofy at the end, which is it's an amusing movie, but it's not the very best by any standards. When I was younger, I hated this movie, but growing older, I like cheesy B movies. So this one was one of the more amusing, entertaining ones that I've talked about recently. And yeah, definitely, it's you should watch it if you like that stuff. But if you are a serious zombie like type movie person, this is not the movie for you. This one gets a bad rap quite a bit, but overall, I think it's just a cheesy fun time. It's definitely don't take it too seriously, and you might actually get some enjoyment out of it. But just get ready for a really slow beginning. So yeah, I'm gonna give The House by the Cemetery a 2.5 out of 5. It was amusing, but not that good at the same time, but still had some interesting, fun moments. So, yeah, there's a trail link down below, like always, if you want to check that out. If it sounds like something you're interested in, and also, if you check out my Instagram, link down below, and my, it's always linked down below. That's where I post clips of films I'm review in the future on my story. And I usually have the film title, hashtag, subject, film, and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. And make sure you check out my Letterbox. It's also down below. Derek Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. So yeah, don't forget to like this video, share it so more people aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any other films or film franchises in any genre that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too, which I'm actually get to as soon as I can and if I can find them. So yeah, Don't forget to subscribe because hopefully we'll find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together, somewhat like this, and also hear my opinion on popular films, classic films, and other things as well. So make sure you subscribe and don't forget to ring that bell because we're going to continue on with the cheesy horror films as I'm going to check out I Eat Your Skin um, for my next review. So never heard of that. So that'll be an interesting one to check out. I think it's like one of those weird 60s black and white films. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. So, make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for those zombies getting in our basements. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So, until then, cheers.